I think it's a miracle that I'm still here. This time last year, if you would have told me I would have been here, I would have called you a liar. And I had some days during the year that I just didn't think I would make it till the next. But about 8 weeks ago, at my doctor's appointment, my numbers have been holding pretty steady. And my doctor said to me, "You're in remission." And I said, "What are you saying?" She said, "Well, you're in remission." And I said, "I didn't know you could have remission with acute leukemia. You're in remission." And she said, "I still want you to have chemo, but instead of once every 4 weeks, we're going to change it to once every 6." And she got to looking at her calendar, and she said, "Well, the next time you come, it'll be the week before Christmas." And it makes you really tired after you've had your chemo. She said, "Let's just skip it and you come the week after Christmas so that you'll be feeling really good for that." She said, "That's important." And I'm just like, I'm elated. It's just great. And I do feel tired, but the farther I get from the chemo, the more energy and things I have. And then once I get it, it knocks all my numbers down and I have to rebuild them. But the thing is, I'm here and I'm able to rebuild them. I don't know what the diagnosis means. I mean, I could stand up and keel over. It doesn't mean that I'm free from everything, but I'm just going to try and live every day that's the best I can. And some days are really good, other days I'm really tired, but it's just a gift. One of the greatest gifts. And with this past year, oh my gosh, so somber. It's so sad to think what we all went through this past year. And I kept waiting for the vaccine to be approved. Kept waiting. And I kept after my doctor, and I was one of the first ones to get it. And it was like a relief. Kind of feel like I had a burden lifted from my shoulders. I was careful before. I didn't go any place for months. I stayed in the house. The only place I went was to the cancer center and to see my doctor. So I would mask up, and the first time I went to Giant Eagle, it was like a miracle because I used to go to Giant Eagle every day and sometimes twice a day. And I walked through and everybody's going, "John, how are you?" "Oh, we're so glad to see you." "I'm in remission." "Oh, that's great." Which, was pretty good. And then when we got the booster, I was the first one they gave it to in the hospital because they just kept after them. And I was down to see my doctor on Monday, and I said, "When are you getting those?" Someone said, "We just got a memo that they'll be available tomorrow." And I said, "I will be here," and I got them. Actually, I got them here at the one in Waynesburg, but I got it, and that was another burden lifted. So I just wish more of my friends had. I can think of 3 or 4 good friends that aren't vaccinated at all, and I just don't want to be around them. It's not worth the risk.
Right.
And I'm still really careful. I mask just about every place I go, and that's fine. That's a minor price to pay to be able to feel that way. And then another major thing that happened this year, Jill got pregnant. We were so happy when she announced that we didn't have Christmas with them last year because of the COVID. And they came in, I'm going to say February, I'm not sure, but they came for Christmas. We were all masked, the kids were here, and she called Cole and Ellie into a back room. And they came out and they had on t-shirts that said, "We're going to be cousins." I'm going, "Oh, what? Oh, wow, that's really cool." So that was a great way to show us that she was pregnant. And she kept us up to date on everything she's doing. She kept all the doctor's appointments and was very careful and worked with masks and everything. Being a hairstylist, she's working right with people. But she was masked and had visors on through most of the time with that. So everything worked out. And October 9th, Avery Jane was born. and we got to see her on October 10th. And it was such a delight. She was just a little peanut. She weighed 6 pounds, 2 ounces, and you sat and held her in your arms. It was like you're just holding a baby doll. And she, she was just brand new. She didn't cry. She didn't even look around. She was just there. And it was great, and we got to spend a couple days then. And that's the only time we've seen her in person. But we FaceTime just about every day. And Jill sends us pictures at least once a day. The child has a wardrobe you wouldn't believe. I don't know that she's worn the same thing twice. And she's into her Christmas things now. She's just really cute. We're happy anxious for them to come home for Christmas. A baby at Christmas will be great. And Jill and Andrew are just, as far as I can tell, fabulous parents. Jill just dotes on her. She's like a living baby doll for her. She dresses her, she's just great with her. And she looks out for everything. She sees something, oh, I don't want to do that. I want to, And Andrew is very attentive, and they share what they do. And it's just really nice. I'm so proud of them and so happy the way that they're doing. And Avery Jane is a baby doll. And I love the name. I love that she put Jane to her name. It means a lot. Well, when they come home at Christmas, we'll have 3 grandchildren with us. And Ellie and Cole are just so cool right now. They're such great times in their life. Ellie is so fun, and she dances all the time. And Cole loves to sing and dance. And it's just so uplifting and fun to have them around. And they have Jane wrapped around their little finger. She does all kinds of things with them. I just don't really have the stamina to go out and run and do all of that kind of stuff. But oh my gosh, they're so much fun, and I can't wait to see the 3 of them together.